There are many games on the internet. Some of them are really good, and some of them are really bad. Some are old and forgotten about, and some are also old, but still quite famous. And there are also games that are extremely good, but forgotten about. Hence the word underrated. Under the radar, you know what I mean?
This nigga is trash!
Which is why today, I'm gonna rank them. So the game starts off as Niko Bellic, an illegal Serbian immigrant who just landed in the land of opportunity, baby. And his main goal is to find the person who betrayed his group back in the Yugoslav wars. He meets new people who get him closer to his goal, and he also becomes a temporary fed, which is something. But in the middle of his goal, he gets betrayed by another man called Dmitry Raskolov, whom he seemed quite chill at the beginning, a geek, but he betrays Niko because of something. And throughout the game, he comes to bite Niko in the ass until the end of the game, where Niko gets two choices, either to kill Dmitry or to do a drug deal with Dmitry because of his boss, Jimmy Pecorino. Pecorino like cheese, of course, not a person, it's cheese. And the player gets to decide which option to choose. He also finds the man who betrayed him, and yet again, you get two choices for this man. Either you can kill the man who betrayed your group back in the day, or you can spare him. And that's pretty much the whole story of the game. Well, not the whole story, there's still some to it. I just said the very top of the grid. There's a lot more to it to this game. Now the game itself is very laggy and buggy and stuttery for some reason. Now if you wanna play the game with the complete edition and expecting a smooth experience, you gotta install these two mods, DXVK and Zulika patch. Zulika patch is responsible for making the game's loading time much quicker, and it removes the stuttering, which is quite nice. And for DXVK, it basically makes the game run more smoothly, because this game is, like I said, quite laggy. Now there are mods that can improve the quality of life in this game, such as Fusion Fix, but I don't think you should install it because it doesn't really work with Zulika patch. And if you wanna install Fusion Fix without a stuttery gameplay, then downgrade the game to an older version, preferably version 1.8. Either ways, if you wanna make your game run better and look better, check out these videos down below. Now that's it for the game itself. Now the story. So I think the game's story is really neat. I really enjoyed playing that game in my alone time, except for the stuttering, of course. But yeah, that's about it. I would say this is an 8 here.
What you going to do?
I might come, or I might try to go of it. I always wanted to be.
Now I'm not gonna yap too much about this one. So the game starts as Wei Chen getting chased by the police after a deal goes wrong. We then get caught, sent back free because we're an undercover cop, and our mission is to eliminate the Sanani, which is a Japanese gang.
You stupid
Which Wei Chen successfully does so. Well, not really, just kills a jackass in the gang called Big Smile Lee, who is a very big threat to the gang and very much a big threat to society itself. And he also gets caught at the end by the Sanani gang by talking to a detective, making him look like a rat, but they let him go anyways because he's already helped them with Big Smile Lee and a bunch of other stuff. And yeah, that's about it for the main story. Yet again, this is just the iceberg of the story. There's so much to this game. And now let's get to this juicy stuff. The pros and cons. Let's start with the pros. The game's mechanics is actually really good in this game. The fighting mechanics in this game is phenomenal. You can take out like 5 people attacking you at once. There's so many fighting techniques in this game, it's incredible. And there's also that one car that you can get in this game, which is really fast, has an electronic shock that can break any car around it, and it also has a rifle that can be activated while driving. Like this car can take a dump and a Cybertruck, it's not even close. And that car was only made by like one scientist just a few days. Like all these upgrades he added to the car was just done in a few days. Like it's insane, but unfortunately it cannot drive by itself, but that's alright. But yeah, that's about all the pros in this game. So let's talk about their cons are pretty straightforward. First off, let's talk about the player models in this game. Guys, oh my god, the most of these characters look exactly the same. Like there was that time when a guy was illegally street racing, and while he was racing he knocked off a competitor off a cliff and he died. We find out about this and we do some tasks and we arrest the guy by calling the police on him to arrest him mid-race. But here's the thing, the guy that knocked the other guy off of the cliff looks exactly like Jackie, which is our best friend by the way. That was like, damn, way to go sir, way to go Jackie. Only for me to see Jack on the second mission like nothing just happened a few seconds ago. Like seriously, the character models in this game is so repetitive, especially the female characters in the game. But there is one giant flaw in this game. and that weight changed for some reason. For some mysterious reason, he just hates guns. Like seriously, I could be using a gun like the previous mission to escape from a building or something, and right after I'm done with the mission, for some reason the gun I was just holding a few seconds ago and the mission just disappears out of my inventory. Like it was never even there. And the only time where you can actually keep a gun is when you're done with the game itself. Making guns completely useless in the game. You can even use them mid-game. You can only use a gun once you're done with the game. As far as I know, there are no gun shops in this game. And also, the melee weapons in this game break very easily. Just a few swipes at your enemy and it already breaks, like it's useless. So yeah, that's about it for this game's rant. I don't wanna yap anymore because the video would be too long, so it's just like a B tier. Now before I start yapping, if you haven't played this game before, click off this video now! There's gonna be a really big spoiler at the end of this video, so yeah, you've been warned. So I'm not gonna yap a lot about this one. All you need to know is our main character is called John Marston, an outlaw who used to hang with his gang until they gang on him and left him to die once he got shot in one of the robberies, and then he gets caught by the police, becomes a police puppy, and then he was sent to capture 3 members of his gang, Bill Williamson and Javier Escuela and Dutch Vanderlyn, whom all left him to die before, in which he does successfully captures them all, and the police promises him to leave him alone, but they don't. And by the way, the way this game ends is truly something different. Now yet again, big spoiler ahead, click off this video if you don't want to get spoiled. But yeah, anyways, the way this game ends just blew my mind away, because John Marston, the main character of the game, actually dies at the end of the game, which blew my mind at the time because I never seen a main character in a game actually die before. At the end, I was like, damn, who are we gonna play after the game ends? How am I supposed to hang around the map, discover the map even further? And the main character is that I can't play with another character, only for me to discover that there's a second character that we can play, his son. Yes, there are 2 different main characters in this game, which is just, oh my god, oh my lord, this is an S tier. No more questions asked, and you can go home now. Bye.